So when making those slow, dark R&B vibes, I'm always thinking of like Drake, Bryson Tiller, or even PARTYNEXTDOOR, kind of like those late trap soul type of vibes, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna start off this beat right here using this nice sound called Long Mel, and it's inside Alchemy. It's already a stock sound inside Logicpro, and the sound sounds like this. Very lush. And the sounds you use for these type of beats kind of matter a little bit because it has to be kind of like an ambient type of vibe. You can't use like no crazy synth sounds or anything like that. Anyways, let's go over this chord progression. And if you're new to the channel, my name is RMC Beats, and in this channel we love to go over chord progressions at the same time while cooking up. So if you like and enjoy those type of videos, go ahead and hit the like button right now to help the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate you. I'm going to start in the key of E major, and it's an E over G sharp minor. Then I'm going to go straight to a G sharp minor with the left hand, and then do an E flat minor. This is an E flat minor regular, I guess, kind of like a sus E flat minor, and back to an E. Now what helps this is that I'm doing an E over G sharp minor, not a regular E, not like this, it's like this. And this G sharp minor kind of helps like keep that dark or ambient foundation instead of just playing this regular E and then going back to E. So I like to use a lot of inversions, of course, and that's why I always pull up the keyboard here, and I love to show you guys exactly what I'm playing so you can pause the video wherever you like and take this melody. It doesn't matter, this ain't royalty free, there's no copyright strikes here. Let's record this in. I'm really gonna slow things down and go to an 82 BPM. Let's go ahead and record this in. Hold it and then switch. Hold it and then boom, and just slide right in there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and move these to the grid a little bit, just in the beginning. The other ones can stay kind of with those grace notes, that'll work just fine. Just in the beginning, just hit that a little bit, and let's go ahead and EQ this to like maybe right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a micro phaser, not too much though. I don't want too much intensity. I kind of want that pad sound. This other sounds off. So micro phaser kind of just, it does what it says, is micro phases. It kind of warps the sound a little bit. So it's not too like obnoxious, not in your face, but it kind of just waters it down a little bit. Yeah, kind of like that. So for my second instrument, I'm gonna go ahead in this plugin called Explore Dream, and I recently been into this plugin, this VST, a little bit, and it has some pretty cool sounds. Not a whole ton of sounds to be honest, but it does have a couple that I can work with, and the sound sounds like this. It's a nice pad. This definitely sounds different than the first pad. So this will create a little bit more of a texture feel, and it sounds a little bit more full. For these type of vibes, I'll just like to add a lot of pads and maybe like a vocal chop or even a piano sometimes, but definitely want to add some pads just to add some foundation to the whole thing. Okay, and the chords that I'm going to play here are going to be the same exact chords, except I'm going to add one more chord here, and it's this one. It's an F sharp 6, and then to the E flat, and then into the E, just to add a little bit of variety, a little bit of difference. So let's go ahead and record this in. And all of it together, it just meshes up good, because technically I'm still playing in the same scale, so I could go ahead and switch over to that F sharp, and then I'll have the G sharp minor in the bass, and it sounds good that way, so it works out. Now just EQ this a little bit. I don't want to EQ it all the way here. Kind of want those ambience, those frequencies to kind of pop out a little bit on this one. There we go. What I will add is a normal compressor, just so those frequencies won't go crazy. Just stay put, just a regular compressor, nothing crazy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stereo pan this to the left, and the first one I'm gonna stereo pan it to the right. And now after adding two pads, the sound can sound a little bit more fuller, especially if you pan it to left and right. It gives it more of a wide feeling. Okay, so the third thing I'm gonna add is this nice vocal sample right here. And right now it's really slow, but we're gonna speed it up. We're gonna go ×2 here in Arcade. This is Arcade from Output, in case you guys don't know what plugin this is. You know, usually I add my own vocal chops, but I decided to just go with Arcade. I do pay a $10 monthly subscription for it, so I'm like, let's just put it to good use. I haven't used it for a while. I found this nice vocal sample. Once I sped it up, it sounded better like this. Let's record this in, and then we're going to manipulate it a little bit to sound kind of just to blend in with this. So let's go ahead and record this in. Okay, so it's a little bit out there right now. Let's go ahead and EQ this as much as possible. Arcade already has like reverb add like presets here, but I like to add my own still. So let's go ahead and go to Valhalla. Let's do a dirty hall. Actually, let's just go with a smooth plate. And I'm gonna add some echo here and reduce this wet to like 22%. And I do want to dirty it up even more, so let's go ahead and use an RC20 here. I do want to reduce the noise. I don't want it to be too much. Remove the wobble and decrease the distortion a little bit, but we'll just leave it like that. Dirty it up just a tiny bit. It's coming out nice. It's just like lush, nice and lush. So the fourth thing I'm gonna add is a very subtle lead sound that I found in Alchemy. It's called Glass Space, and it sounds like this. And I'm not gonna do any particular like a literal melody. I'm just gonna go ahead and freestyle some things here and there that can kind of just be in the middle of everything that I'm playing. And this lead is not gonna be popping in and out like through the choruses or the verses or anything like that. It's just gonna be random different parts of the beat. Let's see what we can come up with, but it has to be very random. You see, like just very random freestyling, like just something that can just set up another ambient type of feel. And then I'm going to record something different on this side. So let's just hear that over. I'm going to go ahead and redo this over. Let's play it over again. Just some random notes in between. Just like, let's extend this a little longer. Just like random stuff, like, and there's like a softer one. Can't really hear it though. Let's just EQ this a little bit. Let's see how we mess with the effects here. And I'll probably just have that playing like somewhere in the beat somewhere, but it's probably going to come out once or twice, to be honest. Maybe in the intro, towards the end, something like that. And the last thing I'm going to add to this melody, and I should be done with the melody already, but this is just extra already. I'm just going to add one more counter melody, kind of just to play like in the choruses or in the verses, pre-chorus, whatever. It sounds a little bit darker once I play these chords right here. So I'm gonna just try to mess with those and then see what comes out. Let's go. You could barely hear it. It's very subtle in the back, but it does make a difference in the melody. Like especially if you mute this. Very nice. Now it's time to add some drums, and of course I'm going to be using the R&B Madness kit. This kit's definitely linked down in the description in case you want to grab it. This is a new drum kit I just put out in the last video. I announced it, so if you want to go ahead and grab this drum kit, link is in the description. It has all the drum sounds I use. All right, let's get it. Let's look for nice snare sound. This one might work right here. It's a little subtle. Feels like it's not doing too much. Let's put 32 steps and then let's just add this. Yeah, it's a little too subtle. Kind of like this one too. And let's check this one out. Hey. Definitely some nice snares in here. Let's try this one now. I like that one. I like some of those snares, but let's still keep looking for another one. Ooh, this one sounds crazy. Hey. Yeah, that's the one. Now let's look for a nice kick. This kick is hitting right here, right off the back already. Just go ahead and put like a nice limiter on here really quick. It's just a soft clipper. I don't want to. All right, let's get it. I like this kick, but let me look for another kick. This one sounds nice too. Ooh, more full. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of reverb here to this snare. It's a little bit dry in my opinion, so I'm just gonna go ahead with the dirty plate and maybe put it like at 5% or even less, 2%. That's good. And this kick right here has a lot of low end. So I'm gonna go ahead and reduce some of this low end and just increase some of this mid-range section. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the knock plugin right here. I kind of like this plugin. It kind of enhances the kick a little bit. Let's just go ahead and increase the punch. Not too much. There you go. And then saturate a little bit. I like this kick. It's not really like cutting through the mix completely like some other kicks that I normally use, but I like how subtle and still punchy it is. So honestly, awesome. And like I said before, if you haven't gotten the R&B Madness kit, for those that have bought it, thank you so much. By the way, it's been doing very well. A lot of people have been downloading it. So thank you so much for all those that already purchased it. And if you haven't, get your hands on it. It's a really good kit in my opinion. I wouldn't be selling trash. And if it is, let me know. For the ones that bought it, they're like, bro, this was complete trash. Let me know, but I doubt that's the case. Anyways, let's go back to the R&B Madness kit and then let's go to the open hats here. This Vortex hat is amazing. I think it'll go perfect with this type of vibe. Yeah, it's a little different right there, but I'm gonna bring it down a bit. It's just a little bit subtle. Yeah, there we go. We'll just leave it right there like that. Maybe add like a regular hat in between the other ones. The cool thing about reducing the velocity, and if you didn't know this, you guys probably knew this already, but if reducing the velocity, you could reduce it here, and it doesn't reduce the effects if you want to add some effects here. Like let's just say I want to add some holla, some reverb. The volume was still going to be up for the reverb, but not for the velocity of the hi-hat. So that's something, you know, interesting in case you didn't know that, but I'm pretty sure most people know that. All right, cool. We'll leave that there like that. And then I really should create a bus for these effects because I don't know, my Mac should be able to handle all this. I don't know. I like this typical open hat. Do it every other snare hit. You know what? Let's change this one. Actually, oh, that one's a lot better. The other one cut it a little bit too short. So let's go with this one. Hey. We'll just leave that one open. We won't do it another open hat there. Just quantize these. And I do want to add maybe like snare or rim. That sounds kind of like echoey, kind of like that Chris Brown feel. I know I have something in here. A lot of those are in here, either snare or rim shot. I just can't remember. Kind of like this. It could work for like a drum roll. Okay, so it wasn't under snares. It has to be under percussion. Could be this one, but I'm not sure. I feel like I had another one I made in here. I think it might be this one. Let's try this one out. I think I'm gonna just use a regular snare. I mean, it was under the percussion for sure. Oh, here it is. This is the one I was looking for. It's called Fresco. Okay, let's record this in. I'm gonna do it probably on the third snare. Right here. And let's increase the volume all the way up. Quantize it and then Need to add even more reverb to this. I like that. All right, let's go. I feel like my computer wants to crash. What is going on? This never happens. It's probably guys I got too much stuff going on. Not even a lot, to be honest. Okay, we got to start adding these hi-hats. Let's go. These hi-hats are going to come in nice. Something very subtle. The vortex hi-hats, maybe. Let's try these out. I'm not going to use the step sequencer because I kind of want to do a lot of rolls. Even from the start, from the jump right here. Let's do like some 32 notes. Sounds terrible right now though. Or even go with some 164 notes. It's crazy, but let's see. These hi-hats are definitely not the ones to use though. Let's try these right here. Keep adding some more down here. Keep going here, maybe some here. I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna keep flipping back and forth just because I want to get a feel for it. Just maybe one hi-hat here. Let's do it right here. And then let's do another roll here somewhere. These are a little bit too obnoxious even at that level. Honestly, I feel like just adding like some hats down here just from the beginning. This one's a little too long, in my opinion. Let's keep it like that. And then let's just do regular 16 notes across. Let's see what happens. Not 16 notes, 8th notes, my bad. And let's just do this. Bring some in, bring some up. And right here, just, oops. And right here, we'll do 16 notes. Just so it could be like a double hit. Boom, boom. Highlight these, bring them up a little bit. And let's keep adding some here, 64 notes. Kind of a little bit old school doing this like this, right? And then just right here, keep playing your regular. Bring in the 8th notes. This is a little tedious, I'm not gonna lie, if you really want to make these hi-hats, you know, work to your advantage. And just keep playing all the way through. Maybe cut some here and there. And then put some 16 notes in between here. Bring them in, bring them out. Some 16 notes there. And maybe some rolls in between here. Some like these type of rolls. So definitely a lot different than your regular typical R&B type of beats that just go straight ahead and I use a step sequencer. This is a lot easier doing it here. It's a lot of stuff going on. So now let's hear it. It just works, bro. The velocity, maybe I'll mess around with it a little bit later. Maybe with the EQ, take these a little bit down. And then also these hi-hats right here need to go a little bit lower. It just goes, man. It just blends in. The second time around, I probably won't raise these hats right here and just come in with a regular roll. Here we go, like this. And just a little bit more maybe right there. Instead of this. Oof, I love that pad in the back just going bloom, bloom, just water sound, just watering it down. Sounds so good. All right, the last thing I'm gonna add is the bass. So let's go to R&B Madness kit, and I might add some stuff here and there, but the main thing, this one sounds crazy, bro. So we use it as a one shot. Always classic, of course. You want to use it as classic so it'll stop when you stop. You use it as one shot, but it'll just keep playing the whole way through. So make sure you change it to classic. And I already forgot what key I was in. I think I was here. Oof. Space is hitting, bro. Oh yeah, I'm sticking with that one. Oof, it's just hitting, bro. If you don't got headphones on, do me a favor and put them on. If you can't hear it through the phone, let's add this in. This is just flames right now, bro. With the bass, it just came in crazy. Let's just reduce some of this low end here a little tiny bit. We don't got to reduce too much. Let's increase this. Let me do a second 4-bar loop. I'm just gonna freestyle something different. Slightly different, nothing too crazy. I think I was a little late on one of them. Anyways, let's rearrange this beat, mix it up a little bit here and there, and then let's hear the final result in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Bless those keys to RMC.
And if you're at the deep end of this video, you already know what to do. Comment down below, deep end, hit the like button, comment whatever you want. It doesn't have to be deep end, but I love when people say deep end. It's just awesome that people stay so long into the video. And again, thank you so much to everyone that has bought the drum kit. It really means a lot to me to just been able to like put this out and seeing that people are actually buying it. So thank you so much for that. It means a lot. And if you haven't, hey, check it out. All right. And if you don't like it, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, return your money. Maybe not. Just kidding. Anyways, guys, till next time, stay blessed, God bless, and keep producing, keep making music. Love the community. Till next time, peace.